Hello, Year 3. Welcome back to lesson number 5 of English with me, Mr. Cameron. Well, I hope you've been enjoying your week and getting lots of work done, but also having some downtime and being able to chill out a little bit. I'm still at school and it's been a busy week for me, but I have been enjoying it. So today we're going to be continuing our work, but we're going to be doing some grammar work and some spelling work, and we're going to be looking at some contractions. So let's have a look and bear with me while I share my screen, because you know the first thing we always do is start with a warm-up. So here I've got some pictures on the left-hand side, okay? These two pictures here join together to make a compound word. So a compound word is two words that are joined together, such as foot and ball. We join those two words together to make football. Two words joined together to make one. Let's see if you can work out these three compound words. Okay, pausing the video and you can go. Okay, welcome back. Let's have a look. How did you go for the first one? So I've got a star here and a fish. So that's a star fish. Well done. Oh, this one's a little bit tricky. It's a sea and a horse. Excellent work. It's seahorse. And the last one here, I've got a tooth and a brush is toothbrush. Fantastic work. Well done. Okay, let's move on to our learning now. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is learn how to spell contractions. So first of all, we need to work out what a contraction is. So to contract something means to make it shorter or smaller. Okay, a contraction is two words joined together to make them shorter. So it's a little bit like a compound word, but a compound word, we keep the two words together. A contraction, I'm going to make one of the words shorter, so it's quicker for me to write. For example, I plus am becomes I'm. Do plus not becomes don't. It plus is becomes it's. Okay, so you can see I've got those words there. I've joined them together and I'm using an apostrophe to show that some of the letters have been removed. You know, in I am, it's the A that's been removed. So that apostrophe goes in there where the A should have been. In do not, for don't, it's this O here that's been removed and it's been replaced with an apostrophe. It plus is, it's this I here that's been removed and it's been replaced with an apostrophe there. So let's have a look and see if you can start writing some of your own contractions. Okay, first of all, let's see if you can spot some contractions here. Okay. So they left right away to find a new cave. They'd have to walk far and they'd have to be brave. Let's go, shouted Wilf. I'm ready to lead. You're too small, laughed the wolves. It's an elder we need. One day, they advised, you'll guide from the front. So let's pause the video here and see if you can find and point to some of the contractions. Go. Excellent work. Welcome back. How did you go? Did you find them all? There we go. So we can see, because there's that apostrophe there, it's been a contraction. An apostrophe there for contraction. So they'd have to walk far. They would have to walk far. And they'd have to be brave. They would have to be brave. Let's go. Let us go, shouted Wilf. I am ready to lead. You're too small, laughed the wolves. You are too small, laughed the wolves. It's an elder we need. It is an elder we need. One day, they advised, you'll guide from the front. One day, they advised, you will guide from the front. They are our contractions. Well done. So let's have a look at writing our own contractions now. So if R is one of the words in the contractions, what we need to do is remove the A and replace it with an apostrophe. So here we have we plus are, we are, becomes where. Pause the video here and see if you can write down you are for your and they are for there. Go. Excellent work. Welcome back. Let's see how you go with those two contractions. Your, we replace the A with a contraction, and they are there, we replace the A with a contraction. Well done. Let's look at the next one. So if the contraction's using the word is, so if is one of the contractions, what we have to do is remove that I and replace it with an apostrophe. So I'm going to give you the first one, then I'm going to pause the video and see if you can write the next three by yourself. So he plus is, she is, it is, that is. His becomes his. Okay. I remove the I and I use an apostrophe to show that that I is missing. Pause the video here and see if you can write down the three other contractions there. Go. Okay, welcome back. Let's see how you went. She is becomes she's. It is becomes its. That is becomes that's. Make sure you have removed the I and you've got that apostrophe up above to show that a letter is missing, that you've contracted those two words together. You've made them shorter. Well done. Now if has is one of the contractions, is one of the words, what we need to do is to remove the H and the A. We need to remove both those letters and replace them with an apostrophe. So I'm going to start. She has, he has, it has, that has. She has will become she's. He has will become his. It has will become its. And that has will become that's. So she has is she's. Pause the video here and see if you can write down the three other contractions. Welcome back. How are you going? Did you remember to remove both those letters H and A and put the apostrophe in? Let's check. His, its, that's. Well done. Excellent work. She has been running all day. He has my jumper. It has, oh, I'm trying to think of something for it has. It has been raining all day. And that has really annoyed me. So we can say, she's been running all day. He's been jumping all day. It's been raining all day. And that's really annoyed me. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Let's go for the next part. If have is one of the words we're making into a contraction, again, it's the same kind of thing. We need to remove the H and the A and replace them both with an apostrophe. There we go. I can move that up now a little bit more. So I have will become I've. You have will become you've. We have will become we've. And they have will become they've. I'll show you the first one and see how you go. I've really enjoyed teaching you this week. I'm going to pause the video here and see how you go. Welcome back. Okay, let's see how you go. Have you removed both the H and the A and replaced them with an apostrophe? You have? You have done a great job. You've done a great job. We have been learning about contractions. We've been learning about contractions. They have been learning as well. They've been learning as well. Excellent work, Year 3. You are going so well at using apostrophes to make these contractions. Okay, had is another word we can contract. So excellent work. You've picked up the pattern. It's going to remove the H and the A as well and replace that with an apostrophe. So I had would become I'd. You had, you'd. She had, she'd. He had, he'd. They had, they'd. We had, we'd. I'll show you the first one and then you can pause the video to write the other 5 down. I had becomes I'd. I'd rather be at home eating ice cream. Pause the video now and see if you can write the last 5 contractions. Okay, welcome back. Let's see how you've gone. You had you'd. She had she'd. He had he'd. They had they'd. We had we'd. Excellent work. Let's continue. You are flying through these. Now, one of the last contractions words we use lots is for not. Okay, and if not's one of the contractions, all we have to do is remove that O in not and replace it with a apostrophe. So could not becomes couldn't. Do not becomes don't. Does not becomes doesn't. Had not becomes hadn't. Have not becomes haven't. Is not isn't. Should not shouldn't. And would not wouldn't. So let's see at could not for couldn't. We remove the O and I replace it there with an apostrophe. Pause the video now and see if you can do the last 7 by yourself. Go. Welcome back. This is one of the last contractions we'll be doing. So let's see how you went with don't. Excellent work. Now making sure those words are joined together and that apostrophe is replacing that O. Doesn't. Hadn't. Haven't. Isn't. Shouldn't. And wouldn't. You can give them little ticks, boys and girls, if you've got them all right. Fantastic. But there's 2 words we use lots that use the contractions not that I haven't got in here. Do you know what they are? What's that? Can't and won't. Well done. So 2 tricky contractions that use the word not is can and not. Okay, so that becomes can't, and will and not becomes won't. They don't follow the normal rules. So can't is like this. Can you notice what's happening? Excellent. We're removing both the N and the O and replacing it with a contraction. Well done. That way we don't have 2 N's together. And will not becomes won't. It looks even more different. I remove the I and the L, and then my O comes in the middle here, and I still have an apostrophe here. It's one of those exceptions to the rule. So for can't and not, you need to take away the N and the O. But for will and not, you take away the ill and replace it with an O before writing NT. It's very confusing. Okay, you've worked really well, boys and girls. I've got one last activity for you. Here, we've got a passage, and I have lots of different words in here that I could use to make contractions. I'm going to read it, and then what I want you to do is to pause the video and to rewrite this passage using apostrophes. Right? I'm going shopping today. My friend Lucy will be going too. She is a lovely girl. She will get the bus there, but I will go by train. We are going to get lunch in town. I am going to bring an umbrella because it is going to rain. We will be meeting my sister and her friends this afternoon because they are going shopping too. My mum cannot collect us, so we will get the bus home. We will have to be home at 7 o'clock this evening, and we will not be late. Pause the video here and let's see if you can rewrite this whole passage using contractions. Go. Okay, welcome back. Let's have a look. How many contractions could you find? Could you find 4? Oh, more than 4, 5, 6? Someone said 7 contractions. I think there's actually a little bit more than 7. Let's go. Oh, I've got to click for the answer. I'm going shopping today. My friend Lucy will be going too. She's a lovely girl. She'll get the bus there, but I'll go by train. We're going to get lunch in town. I'm going to bring an umbrella because it's going to rain. We'll be meeting my sister and her friends this afternoon because they're going shopping too. My mum can't collect us, so we'll get the bus home. We'll have to be home at 7 o'clock this evening and we'll not be late. Let's count those contractions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 contractions. Well done if you were able to get all of them. Okay, well done if you're able to even just to find 2 or 3. It's really important we try and use contractions in our writing. It helps us to write that little bit quicker, okay, and shows that we know how to use them correctly. I've got one last question before I leave you. Why else do we use apostrophes? Interesting question. Now, in year 2, you should have learned another way to use an apostrophes. I'm not going to tell you. I might do that as the next lesson that you can join me on. Thank you very much, Year 3. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you've learned a lot about contractions. Take care, and I'll be seeing you again shortly. Bye now.